Hey folks, welcome to another Get to Know Your Artist episode of the WOAFM99's show. Now, if you don't know what this is a introduction episode for the main WOAFM99 radio show and podcast that comes out Sunday night for radio and Monday night for podcast listeners. So on today's show, I'm going to give you a quick sort of lowdown on the artists that are coming up. Some of them are WOA acts. If they've got a new music video or a new single, we might have a little bit of a promo right up there, on the side, where we sort of project exclusive stuff like a video, for example, that's not yet out there or is just released from a WOA roster artist and things like that. And also we'll give you just a quick rundown on some of the artists that you can expect on the Sunday night show or the Monday night show, depending on where you listen to the show. Okay, so get to know your artist. Let's kick it off. I'm going to kick off with one of our new WOA artists who's been just signed up for the Independent Number One's Volume 15 compilation. He's got a brand new single out, okay? Now, this single is not for the compilation. This is a new single that's released today. Okay, it's literally released today. It's available now on Apple Music and YouTube Music. The artist is called Do, and the song is called Over and Over. Okay, now it's there are a lot of artists who have released a song with a similar sort of name. So it was at first we couldn't really find that song because I was getting all these major acts coming out, and then I go, I'm glad Do did this, because his song is as good as a mainstream single. So anyone looking for Over and Over by, say, a top rock act or something like that, and finds Do's song, they'll realize, an independent artist, keeping with that same production level. I love it. And it's got a brand new music video. We're going to sort of play that video for you guys, just so you get a bit of a glimpse of this brand new music video. It's just released, by the way. This is exclusive to WOAFM99 and to my channel, or youtube.com/Oliver Sean, on our Get to Know Your Artist episode. We'll link to the main music video on YouTube that you can go to after you watch our show, okay? So Do with Over and Over, who's currently right now in Australia, having a holiday, sort of a tour/holiday, and he's going to be live on the chat with me. Next week, we're going to have Do live in the studio having a chat with me. I don't know if that'll be broadcast on the same day or a couple of days later, but I'm just giving you a lowdown on what's coming up, okay? Another new artist from WOA that we are supporting in a big way is Shar. Okay, now, one of the reasons that I got really sort of connected with Shar was because she did a Tracy Chapman cover. Now, tonight, I'm going to be doing a live session, and I'm doing a Tracy Chapman cover. But it's that song, Sorry, is that what you call it? I think so. Anyway, I'm going to be doing that, but I'm such a big Tracy Chapman fan. And when I heard her doing Give Me One Reason, she's on the show, on our last episode, you can listen to that song. She sent in a radio plug as well, so if you missed it, go check it out. But today, we're going to be playing a new single by Shar, and this song is called Thinking About Love. One of the reasons I love this song, she's got the same feel that she put for Give Me One Reason. She's got her own sort of style, that singer-songwriter, bluesy sort of feel. It's not very Tracy Chapman, it's not very different either, if that makes sense. You got to listen to this artist. I like her unique style. At the same time, it sounds so something like like you've heard it before. I think that's a sign of a hit song. When you feel like you've heard that song before. But this song, Thinking About Love, is just absolutely fantastic. And the guitar playing, I forget the name of the guitar player. Is it Domi? I think it's there. I'll get the name proper. By the way, I'll be getting Shar for a live conversation with us on the radio. Our In Conversation episodes are going to be kicking off starting from next week, I believe, with PM joining me first. And then it's going to be, I believe it's going to be Do, and then Shar, and I've got some other artists lined up, So I will remember to ask Shar who the guitar player was, because that guitar playing really takes that song to the next level. In fact, the entire arrangement of her song is just absolutely brilliant. So if you're an independent artist watching this show, be sure to tune in on our Sunday WFM99 radio show. That's where the music is played. Okay, today is just me giving my 2 cents about some of the artists and giving you some of the promos that we're sort of promoting of this artist, or exclusive stuff that's just come out and things like that. So Shar with Thinking About Love. Then we've got Mix of Diz. Now Mix of Diz is another new favorite from WOA, and the entire WOA team loves this guy. I mean, one of the reasons I really, really like Brett Watson, by the way, that's the guy behind Mix of Days, okay? Now, he's been selected for the Independent Number Ones Volume 15. I'm really, really glad. And the song we're playing today is that song, okay? I don't think it's released, but I'm taking a chance and I'm going to put it out there as an exclusive with WOAFM99. And the reason that Brett excites me as a fan, you know, of independent music is his creativity and his passion for his music is how it is when we just start out in the music, when we start out making music. You know, as a kid, when I was writing songs, it was so exciting. You know, it was just about the music. It was nothing else. And you just had these big dreams, you know, that people are going to love it no matter what you do, but you just want to sort of work on your song, and you're in the toilet and you're thinking about what to write. You know, you're having your dinner and you're thinking about what you're going to do with this song and what you're going to do, and the exciting stuff you want to sort of experiment with, you know, the arrangement and things like that. And when you see that with an artist who's already been doing it for a while and he's still got that excitement going and he's still experimenting and he doesn't give a damn about what's the in thing or not the in thing, but because he's the way he is or what he does, because of that excitement that you can hear as a fan, the music is in, no matter what it is, you know. So Brett Watson is one of those guys. He puts in his time for his production and his arrangement and things like that, right? But you can hear the almost childlike enthusiasm for his music, you know. And I've had people writing in to us, some fans who's going, who is that artist that Mix of This? It was so exciting to hear that song. Like you don't expect what's coming next. And the song by Mix of This that I'm going to play today is called Stand Tall, okay? It's got like Linkin Park sound to it, and I wouldn't say Brett sounds like Linkin Park. No, he sounds like Mix of Diz. Okay, that's his sound. But for anyone who wants to know what kind of music we're going to be listening to tomorrow or on Sunday, also Melanie Georgiou, one of my favorite acts, my dear friend as well. I did guitars, by the way, for her brand new single, which is coming out very soon. Keep an eye out for that. But she's got a brand new music video for her new single called Feel. So we've been promoting Feel quite a bit on our show, and that's the brand new video. Hope you enjoy this. We will put links to this on YouTube and stuff like that. Her Instagram is really blowing up, so you can check it out there. But yeah, by the way, her song is doing really well in Brazil for some reason or another. Latin America just loves her music. So Melanie Georgiou with Feel, we're going to be playing that song again, but here's a little glimpse of that music video. But now I'll give you a list of the artists that we've just discovered. Okay, these are brand new acts that we've just sort of have submitted music to us, either via our standard or priority submissions or via our free website submissions from Groover or Music Submit or one of those sites, to Indie Bus, you know, things like that. If you're an artist, you can submit music for free, but you'll have to wait several weeks before we give you an answer if you're going to be on the show or not, okay? So if you do want to get on the show quicker and get a turnaround of 24 hours where we tell you yes or no, submit via our priority submissions or our standard submissions on WOAFM99.com, and you can do it, or WOAentertainment.com, and you can get those submission sites over there. Cool. So here we go. So we've got Mia K with Come Back featuring Devin Tyson. Now, this is more of an R&B track, but with a nice acoustic feel to it, okay? So I think you guys are going to enjoy this song. Then we've got Luca Sescotti with Mosca. So this is a very chill out sort of singer-songwriter feel to it, but it's also got a atmospheric pop feel, you know. So once the song plays, you let me know what you think about these guys, okay? I'm just giving you a sort of a rundown of the artists coming up for our Sunday night show. We've got Justin Duvivier, okay? I have a problem when I pronounce French, okay? So I've had French girlfriends, but I still can't speak French, okay? Justin Duvivier, that's how I call it. Je t'aime à l'envers, okay? I hope I'm pronouncing that correct. I'm sure he'll let us know how to pronounce that, okay? Again, nice, relaxed sort of pop song. I'll give you more of a lowdown on Sunday night when I release the song for you guys, okay? Then we've got Pop Canon, okay? Now, I like this, guys. Midnight Sun, like sort of like a folkish country song, you know, that kind of track. But even though it's folkish country, it's got like an old school dance pop feel, like almost like Doobie Brothers, you know. It's got that sort of feel, which is one of the reasons I'm putting it on today, because I just love these kinds of experimentation sounds, or rather old sounds mixed with new modern writing, so that's the kind of feel Pop Canon has. Quite like these guys. The next we've got Mike Blair and the Stonewalls. Okay, now these guys, the song is called My Own Heart Don't Belong to Me. My Own Heart Don't Belong to Me. Okay, sorry I have to read it because these are long song names, Now, his sound very much reminds me of the 90s singer-songwriter bands like Hootie and the Blowfish. It's got that feel. Because he's got that a bit of a country, sort of folk country, Americana feel, he did remind me a lot of one of my favorite singers. I wouldn't call him very country, but he is a country singer. Gary Allan. I don't know if you know Gary Allan, but if you don't know Gary Allan, you've got to check him out. But Mike Blair reminds me of Gary Allan a little bit. Really, really cool, So I'm looking forward to introducing that song to you on Sunday night. After Mike Blair, we've got Myrta, M-Y-R-T-A, Myrta. The song's called Speechless Song. Okay. Now, this is quite unique. I don't know if a lot of you guys are going to like it, but I do know there's a certain segment of the WOAFM99 listeners who do like this kind of music. Now, this is like opera pop, okay? Opera pop. Now, it's not everyone's cup of tea, I'll give you that, but it's kind of like Broadway singing, like Phantom of the Opera, that kind of song. Like, not that kind of song, but that kind of music from a play, that kind of feel to it. It's it's not very common. You don't really hear it anymore, but you used to back in the day, I suppose. But yeah, I think some of you might enjoy this song. But that's what the show is all about. It's sort of giving a platform to independent artists in general. It doesn't have to be a certain genre, but if you're really breaking the norm and you're a breakthrough artist, I like to call these guys breakthrough artists because you may do a simple pop song, or you may do an opera song, or you may do a country song like a Gary Allan track maybe. But if you're really breaking the boundaries of independent music and you sound and feel and you're doing everything to get to that perfection level that mainstream artists are doing, to me that is much better than a mainstream artist, because you're doing it on your own or with a very small team and you're putting everything into it, And I think fans like me, I'm a producer, independent music artist and all of that, but I think I have a sort of a connection with fans. I know what they're looking for in independent music. It's not just because you're independent they support you. No, they support you because they can see the time and effort and love you're putting into your music and the quality. When they hear that quality from your music, from the independent artist music, and it's that top-end quality, they go, now these are the guys who should be getting Grammys and Billboard charts and iTunes charts. And that's what WA does with some of the artists that we sign up, these breakthrough acts. And I'm really proud to be part of the WA team who does this for independent artists, So I hope as an independent music fan, you see the effort and the quality of these independent artists and how much they deserve the support from us, from you, from the fans, from everybody, from the media, from radio. I've been lucky when I started off, to get a lot of support from radio, media and things like that. But now I see that the radio media, it's very difficult for independent artists to really get onto mainstream radio and media. But hopefully companies like W Entertainment can make changes. They do make changes for artists, the really excellent artists like the ones we support. So yeah, then we've got John Budnick Band. Every time I hear a name of an artist with band, I have a sort of a closer connection to them because I've got the Oliver Shawn Band, and I just feel it's a different feel. It's like a club. It's like a gang. Like a motorcycle gang almost. Like 3 or 4 or 5 guys together, and they've got this sort of. It's a different connection. I can't really explain it, but. When it's a band and it's a real sort of guys who write music together, or they're traveling together, they're touring together, and they've got that brotherhood going, I just have that affinity towards them, and I just maybe psychologically I feel it's better. I don't know, just because I love that sort of idea of a band. One of the reasons I actually like this song, aside from the fact that it's John Budnick Band, is the fact that they sound a bit like Black Keys. So they've got that Black Keys, almost that lo-fi sort of blues sound, and I think that's it's very in at the moment. It sounds, even though it's old school, it makes your song sound very modern. Okay, so yeah, let me know what you think on Sunday night. I'll be talking more about it then. So John Budnick Band. Then we've got Jupiter Flynn and Nina Caroline. Jupiter Flynn. I like that name. Jupiter Flynn. One word, by the way, not two names. Jupiter Flynn and Nina Caroline. Now, the song's called Blind. Now, this is a great pop track, but it's not your cheesy kind of pop track. It does sound almost like a commercial top 40 song, but somehow they've sort of maintained that indie sort of sound to it, I think. I'll talk more about it on Sunday night, but I just wanted to give you an idea of what's coming up, okay? So I do tell you some of the names of the songs, but some of them I keep it like a sort of like a suspense. You don't know what's coming up, because you might be following the band and maybe you want to know, oh, what song are they going to play, on the WOAFM99 radio show. And by the way, these are called the Certified Indie Songs of the Week. When I say indie, I mean independent, okay? So Certified Indie Songs of the Week coming up this Sunday. We then have the Family Hodes. Quite a unique name, no? The Family Hodes. I guess they're related, maybe? Now, this is more of an old school ballady sound. It's not really ballad, but I can't really explain what it is. It's like that acoustic sounding feel. The vocals is the priority, but the guitars, the acoustic guitar and the bass guitar sort of they take center stage in a way. Okay, you have to listen to the song to understand what I'm saying. Okay, so the Family Hodes coming up this Sunday. Then we got Chris Kouvalis, and the song is called The Night is a Thief. Now, this is a fine mix between pop rock and dance. It's almost like a bit Maroon 5-ish, like that kind of pop, dance, rock sound. It's so difficult sometimes to really explain a genre when it's an independent artist. I love that about indie music. It's just, you don't know what it is. It could just be this brand new genre that they just come up with. But this is something to give you sort of a mainstream idea of what it might be. It's like a Maroon 5-ish sort of song, but not exactly. Okay, cool. I'm not making it very easy for you guys, but that's what it's all about. It's just trying to kind of build up the anticipation for our Sunday night show. But trust me, these are songs that we've chosen very carefully for our Sunday night Certified Indie Songs of the Week, or Monday night, I should say, for most of our podcast listeners. Over 10,000 listens in a week. It's getting higher and higher. I'm very proud to say that this Get to Know Your Artist episode that I do, this video show, is really pushing the radio show further, so I'm really happy. I'm really glad, because in the end, it's all about promoting independent music and getting you guys, the listeners, to get to know breakthrough acts and discover them on our show, discover these artists on our show. It's all fine with, Spotify playlists. We've got a WFM9 Spotify playlist with thousands of listeners there, Apple Music playlist, 350,000 listeners that we work with, some of those top curated playlists. But you know what? A playlist and a radio show and a video show like this, where we talk about those artists, are very different. I mean, we could just take a song, put it on a playlist, and be done with it, But that doesn't really support an independent artist as much as a show like this, or a show like a long form radio show. So I hope the independent artists who do get on our show, whether you get signed up by us or you don't get signed up by us, the fact that we take the time to actually put you on our show and talk about you and introduce you to our listeners, who we love more than anything. Our listeners are the cream of independent fans, okay? That's what I truly believe. And if we do that for you as an artist, if you're listening in, I hope you guys realize how amazing that is, that what we're doing for you guys, because not many people in the industry do this anymore for independent artists. And but we do this because we actually love it. We just love your music. We love the artists. We love the whole scene. And I guess it shows with what we do for independent artists. Okay, so I hope you enjoy that. And last but not least, I've kept this for the last, actually. I'm going to be playing a song by my dear friend, Kathy Varna from France. Okay, it's a French song. Now, Kathy does English and French, but she's a French singer. And we've been friends for years. She's been part of WOA for a long time. And she was one of the first artists that WOA got onto the Billboard charts. First crop of artists, I must say, the first 10 acts that we took into the Billboard charts and started changing the industry, So we really promoted, marketed her, radio, all of that stuff. And guess what? Her album, her EP, a jazz EP, a French EP, hit the Billboard Jazz Album charts in 3 categories. So she hit 3 top 10s. I think it was 2 top 10s and 1 top 15. within jazz, so traditional jazz, contemporary jazz, and jazz overall. And Kathy Varna was an independent artist, completely unknown artist, who worked with WOA and got to the top 10 of jazz artists in the world. Okay, and she had 3 top 10s, or 2 top 10s, 1 top 15, or was it top 12? I forget, but Kathy will let me know. I'll give you more information on that on Sunday night. But yeah, she was so that was an album we supported. It was the artist actually that we supported so much, because I just loved her music. I love her music, I must say. Great performer on stage. She was meant to be on a WOA summer tour, but then COVID hit, and the next summer tour that we had, which was in August last year, we were not in touch with Kathy for that one, but I'm hoping she'll be back with us on another tour very soon. But this is her brand new song, and I hope you like it. I do love it. I love whatever she does, actually, so I hope you like it too. So I'm going to talk about her today as the last. That's Kathy Varna, by the way. She's my dear friend, and her husband is a great guy, you know. And they're totally into music. Like, their whole life it revolves around music, and I love that, because I'm like that, you know, and they go all out. They'll do whatever they have to do to really get their music out there to their fans, you know. So these are the stars of the independent music scene to me, you know. I believe that, you know. So these are the guys who I want artists to get to that stage where they put everything into their music, and they become successful. They hit the charts, they hit the Billboard charts and the top 100 UK charts, and we do that for artists, and I'm so proud that I can say that, you know. So anyway, Oliver Sean signing out. I hope you enjoy the Sunday night show. I'll be back again next weekend with another Get to Know Your Artist, where I introduce to you my personal take. This is my personal take, okay, on the artist. On Sunday night, it's the take of the whole WOA team, but today's take is all my take. And please just like this video if you can, if you're watching this on YouTube, and please subscribe and click that notification bell. It'll really help the channel, and I'll be able to get you more shows like this. Write to me and let me know if you have, put it down in the comments, if you have any artists that you think I should be looking into and introducing to my massive list of fans. All right, that's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed the show, and I'll see you Sunday night on the WOA FM 99 radio show.